I will make a quick demo how to do extreme 3D roses. So I'm putting some Nail Perfect acrylic liquid. And first of all, I will start doing the background, which will be from the lightest to the darkest, so very white. Then I'm picking up the yellow one. You can see the colors blend very nice in as the product is pretty wet. It has a really nice metallic shimmer. And then on the end, a brown. Once you're happy with your blending, let your tip to dry. Okay, once your tip is dry, my next step is going to start building up the rose. So first petals going pretty flat. You have to wait for a perfect consistency. If you want, you can even dry out your acrylic powder. And then give it a rounded shape. Wait till it's a little bit dry and then start pressing the petals. So that's the first press, and you hold it, press and hold, press and hold. So that's the first petal. Okay, I'm drying out the product. And doing the next row. Once you pick up a speed, you can do few petals at the same time. So this one I'm not touching, wait for a perfect consistency, and then doing the other side. I like when my flowers are irregular, so I'm not worried if they're a little bit different shaped. As you can see, because I waited longer, the shape is much nicer. Then another press and another press. You can even lift it up a little bit more. So that's our base for the flower, and we can do the leaves the same way. So shape first, then we wait for the perfect consistency, and then we start pressing. In the meantime, I can use a form and start creating petals which are going to be extreme 3D. So we're doing a small balls and we wait for a perfect consistency. I usually do quite a few at the time. And then going back to my leaf. Checking the consistency, they're still a little bit too wet. So I can do some leaves. Consistency. Almost there, you can see they stop moving. And now I'm start pressing. Again, I'm not worried about the shape. The different the better. Sort of the colors, like, doesn't matter what color you put in it, as long as they seem similar and they go together. You can use white, yellow, orange, then it looks more natural. Now I have to wait to be able to lift the petals. So I'm trying the first one. No, it's still too wet. I don't want it to, oh, almost. But it's better if you wait a little bit longer. Trying lifting other petals. So we're lifting the petal and then we're going to place it where the rose is. Then another one. Very small one somewhere in here. And slightly bigger one. This one is too dry now, so I'm going to replace my form. And I continue doing the petals exactly the same way. Once I'm getting to the middle, you can go a little bit darker, but I still dipping in a white acrylic powder, just because the color ones are too highly pigmented and sometimes they don't have the right consistency for this technique. As I don't like to lose the time, I will do the leaves. Make a nice sharp brush. And then I'm pressing to get a nice shape. I'm using a New Perfect acrylic brush because it is nice and sharp, but also I can get it in a point if I need to. Now my bows are perfect consistency, and I'm pressing to make them flat. As you can see, I have to wait for the right consistency, as if the product is too wet, the lines tend to disappear. Now I can try to lift them up. and place in my rose. Okay, picking up another petal. Now I'm going to do the middle of the flower, so it has to be really long and flat. And then let it dry. Once the acrylic is dry, you can start rolling it into the nice shape. And now we're able to put it in the middle. And that's our rose finished.